僕らは宇宙のまで知らないゼロの弦の開くの全ては粒となり再生するそれなら途切れそうな意識もつなぎ止めてみせるのあの時間あの場所で君の時がもう一度始まる
Hello there everybody, it's Sabaranai2 aka Nightmare, and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. In the last episode, we kind of got ourselves a bit of a bombshell, in that, Kagari has Makise's memories. And I'm not entirely sure what else to do with this information other than just be utterly confused. Kurisu's memories were inside Kagari's head. I know, I just said that! Several days had passed since I'd begun to suspect my hypothesis was correct.
ごめんなさい。おかりんさんにはいろいろ迷惑かけちゃって。
Don't worry about it.
別に迷惑だなんて思ってない。それに俺なんかよりもルカ子やマユリの方がいろいろと気を配ってくれてるはずだ。
In fact, Mayuri and Lukako were doing a very good job of taking care of her. Mayuri may not have realized it, but Kagari looked up to her as a mother figure. And after living under the same roof for so long, Lukako had come to care for her a lot.
そんな、僕なんてただ話し相手になるくらいで。
That's still helping.
マユシーこそ何の役にも立ってあげられなくてごめんね。
Every little bit helps.
そんなことないよ。ルカ君はすごくよくしてくれてるし、ママはいてくれるだけで嬉しいし。
How does it feel to be a very young mother, Mayuri? Mayuri fidgeted in embarrassment when she heard the word mommy. I could understand why. It must feel strange to be called mommy at her age, especially by someone who was older than she was.
ねえママ、なに？ギュッてしていい？ギュ？子供の頃にママがよくやってくれたみたいにギュッてしてもいい？ママ、照れちゃうな。ダメ？いいよ。
Mayuri smiled and nodded, and Kagari gave her a big hug with a huge grin on her face.
かがりちゃん、いい子いい子。
Oh, that is so sweet! Mayuri never asked for details, but she seemed to sense what was happening to Kagari. She probably understood that this was the best thing she could do right now.
ママ。
It was strange. Kagari was a lot older, but when they were like this, they really did look like mother and child.
ありがとう、ママ。
Kagari slowly moved away from Mayuri. She looked a lot calmer than she had a moment ago. It was probably okay to talk to her now.
それでカガリ、調子はどうだ？
調子か。なんだかよくわからないかな。
よくわからないとは？
ふとした瞬間に思い出すことがあるんだけど、それが自分のものなのかクリスさんのものなのかわかんないの。
Yeah, that's gotta be really confusing.
難しい数式とか実験とか理解はできてないんだけど知ってるみたいな。
Huh. Kagari's only memories were of her time as a child, and the time since Lukako's father's friend had found her. Kurisu's memories would appear sometimes and fill the gap in between. I couldn't even imagine how that must have felt.
この前もね、パパのことを思い出したの。子供の頃、パパに褒められた時の記憶。それを思い出して、なんだかすごく嬉しかったんだけどね。でも私、赤ちゃんの頃に両親死んじゃったし、それからはまゆりママに育ててもらったから、パパなんて知らないんだよね。だけど自分が経験したことじゃないのに褒められて嬉しいっていう感情は確かにあって。
Well, Kurisu's dad is a piece of shit, so.
そう考えてると頭の中がごちゃってなっちゃって。
Kagari grimaced and held her head in her hands. The first time I'd met her, I'd been surprised by how much she looked like Kurisu. But talking to her like this, I realized how different she was. The way her expression was constantly changing, and the way she always slightly overreacted, was actually more like Mayuri. Was that because they were mother and child?
そのクリスの記憶はよく出てくるのか？
前に比べると頻繁になったかも。
そうか。
ねえオカリ、かがりちゃんどうなっちゃうのかな。
本来ならちゃんとした専門機関で検査してもらうのが一番いいんだろうが。
But given her position, it wasn't that easy.
あんまり検査はしたくないな。子供の頃もね、検査ばっかりしてたから。
そうなのか？
Huh.
PTSD を治すためだって言って。
Oh. So she didn't seem eager to be looked at either, huh? Yeah. If more of Kurisu's memories woke up, what would happen to her? Would she be Shina Kagari with the memories of Makise Kurisu? Or would she become Makise Kurisu? A person's personality was more than just the sum of their memories, but memories were an important part of it. Once she had Kurisu's memories, what would happen to her? At this point, no one knew. It was quite possible that up until now, no one had ever shared a person's memories before.
まゆりちゃん、時間。あ、ほんとだ。ねえ、おかり。この後、かがりちゃんのことを任せていいかな。
Huh?
これから学校で進路についての説明会があるんだ。まゆしーたち、どうしても出なくちゃいけなくて。
Oh.
すみません。
謝るなって。心配しなくていい。かがりはちゃんと家まで送っていくから。
ありがとうございます。
I think we should be fine.
それじゃあかがりちゃん、また明日ね。ママ、また明日。
Once Mayuri and Lukako were gone, it was just me and Kagari in the room. After the problems with Kagari's memory started coming up, I had been having her hold off on her job at the Brawn Tube workshop. But I was still having her come here as much as possible during the day, in case something happened. Suzuha and Tennoji were downstairs. That alone made me feel better. Oh yeah, definitely. You got a time traveler and the leader of, or a member of the Rounders? Hell yeah! Just need Moeka, and that's just the best topping. I suddenly felt Kagari looking at me.
どうした？
改めて考えると、こうしてオカリンさんと話してるっていうのが不思議だなーって。
不思議？どうして？
だって私にとってのオカリンさんはお話の中の人だったんだもん。
お話の中。
ダルおじさんやママから聞くお話の中の人。
That's right. According to Suzuha, I was going to die in 2025, which meant that in Kagari's time, I was no longer alive.
ママはね、いっつもオカリンさんの話をしてたよ。オカリンがママを助けてくれた。オカリンがママの彦星様なんだよって。
Hikoboshi?
あいつ未来になってもそんなことを言っているのか。
That was my turn to be embarrassed.
だからね、私もずーっと気になってたんだ。ママがそんなに大切に思ってるオカリンさんってどんな人なんだろうって。みんなが話題にする岡部倫太郎っていう人がどんな人なんだろうって。もしかしたらちょっと憧れてたかも。
からかうのはよしてくれ。
オカリンさんたら照れちゃってる。
Kagari clearly had the upper hand here.
ね、でもそういう意味ではマキセ・クリスって人もそうかな。
クリスが？
マキセ・クリスっていう人の名前もママやダルおじさんの口によく上ってたから、ずっと昔に亡くなっちゃったのにそんなに影響のある人ってどんな人だろうって。
そのマユリはクリスのことをなんて？
オカリンさんの大切な人だって。
Oh! The person I loved. For me, that was an undeniable truth. But that wasn't true for the rest of the lab. In this world line, Mayuri had never met Kurisu, and I tried as much as possible to avoid bringing her up. But thanks to me, even in the future, she'd still feel that way.
そうだ。今から買い物に行くんだが、よかったら一緒に来ないか？
買い物？
ああ、まだこの辺りのことをよく知らないだろ。
いいの？
もちろんだ。
After what happened in the last world line, it was probably a good idea to keep her from going outside too much. But she probably needed a change of pace. It was still afternoon. As long as we stuck to busy streets, we'd probably be fine. Oh yeah, sure. No, fine. No, that's great. Let's go ahead and take her out into the open where there's a possibility that somebody could try to kidnap her or something like that. No, that's a great idea, Okabe. I get, he has a good reason. But if I was in this situation, I would be so paranoid out of my mind.
やった。実はね、いろいろ欲しいものもあったんだ。
欲しいもの？
Like what?
日用品とかいろいろね。
Like Cheez-Its?
ルカ子が用意してくれてるんじゃないのか？
そうだけど、でもほら、ルカ君だって男の子でしょ。だからいろいろ頼んじゃうのも悪いなって。
True. Even if he was beautiful, Lukako was a guy. There were some things he just wouldn't understand.
それじゃあ行くか。
Okie dokie.
やっぱりすごいよね。
Kagari's eyes were shining as she looked up and down the street.
人も多いし、お店もたくさんあるし、ここがあの秋葉原と同じ街だとは思えないな。
未来の秋葉原はどんなところなんだ？
Dead.
一言で言うと、そうだな。瓦礫の山かな。まあ、秋葉原に限ったことじゃないんだけどね。
Okay. Suza had said that the Third World War would start soon, which meant that a young Kagari would have only known the world after that horrible war. Of course, that was all my fault. Probably. If I did what Suza wanted and went back to July 28th, would the world line change so that the Third World War never happened? Impossible. The world lines were going to converge no matter what I did.
あ、オカリンさん、もしかして自分のせいだなんて思っちゃってる？
I wonder if it's. I wonder what's going to be the thing that basically tells Ocarine that there's a way to, there's a loophole that he can use. I gasped. She read my mind.
その反応は図星だね。でもその考えはダメ。バッテンなのだ。私の知る限り、ママもタルおじさんも誰もオカリンさんを責めてなんていなかったよ。だってママたちはみんな信じてたから、オカリンさんならいつかやってくれるって。ね、そのシュタインズゲートだっけ、そこに導いてくれるって。
I mean, going along my line of thinking, if let's say I was writing this, he basically chose this world for Mayuri's sake. So that kind of puts me in the mind that maybe Mayuri has a hand in helping, Ocarine change things. Possibly. I mean, that's kind of what I would like to see. Like Mayuri having a hand in, helping him. I knew Kagari was trying to make me feel better. And that Mayuri and Daru would probably never blame me. But those words just made it worse. Because I'd given up on everything.
ごめんなさい。別に追い込むつもりとかじゃなかったんだけど。
I must have had a pretty dark look on my face.
いや、俺の方こそすまない。でも、俺はもう。
ストップ。今日はそういうのはなし。せっかく外に出たんだから、もっと楽しい話しよう。ね。
Okay. Kagari's mind was probably filled with memories of a painful war. If nothing else, those were her only memories as Shina Kagari. But she was still trying to make me feel better. Even if they weren't related by blood, she really was Mayuri's daughter. Still, it was hard to come up with something that was more fun to talk about. Upas?
そうだな。せっかくだからママの若い頃の話を聞きたいな。
Don't you kind of already know? Okay.
マユリの？
若いって言っても今も若いんだけど。
Oh, you mean young? Okay.
でももっと若い頃の話。例えば、人質の話とか。
マユリはそんなことまで気に話していたのか。
Oh yeah, that's right. Mayuri is Okabe's hostage.
私ね、オカリンさんの話をする時のママの顔が大好きなの。とっても大切な宝箱をそーっと開けるみたいな、そんな顔っていうのかな。その顔とその時の声と、それを思い出すだけですっごくあったかい気持ちになれるんだ。
To Kagari, Mayuri must have felt like a star shining in a world of darkness and mud. A star shining brighter than anything else in the night sky.
別に大した話じゃないさ。大好きなおばあさんが亡くなってずっと悲しんでたあいつが今にも消えてしまいそうで、それで口から出た痛々しいセリフだ。
お前は俺の人質だって。
Hearing it from another person made me so embarrassed that I wanted to go hide.
若かったんだ。若さゆえの過ちというやつさ。
それでもその言葉はママを救ってくれたんだよね。
どうだろうな。
If those words meant that I was holding her back, even all the way into the future.
オカリンさん？
そんなことより腹が減らないか？何か食べにでも行こう。
I started walking ahead in an effort to change the subject. Kagari seemed hesitant as she tried to keep up.
何か食べたいものあるか？
私は何でもいいかな。
そういうのが一番困るんだ。
Amen to that.
だってこの時代の食べ物って何でも美味しいんだもん。びっくりするくらい。
未来じゃ何を食べてたんだ？
お芋とかそういうのばっかりかな。
Oh god, that what sounds like a hellish future.
あ、でもママが毎日違う味付けしてくれてたから。
Oh.
マユリが？
Huh. Mayuri cooked in the future.
うん。
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see Gundams in the background.
マユリの料理はそのうまかったのか？
うん。
そうか。
The human animal was capable of growth, it seemed. Well, Yuki had been teaching her a lot lately. Maybe that had paid off.
だから私は何でもいいよ。
Alright then. Ramen! Oh,
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。
this works.
あ、おかりん。それにかがりにゃんも。
I had chosen to stop by May Queen plus Neon Squared, and it was packed.
今日は混んでるな。
そうなのにゃ。今日からアニメとのタイアップキャンペーンが始まったのにゃ。
Really? Come to think of it, there was a sign out front with some anime characters on it. I had seen those characters all over town. Hell, I'm staring at one right now.
おかげで大繁盛で満席なのにゃ。30分くらい待ってもらったら入れるようになるんやけど。
そういうことならまた今度にするよ。な。
うん。もっとゆっくりできそうな時に出直してくるね。せっかく来てもらったのにごめんにゃ。
Hey, don't worry about it. It's all good, Ferris. We left May Queen Neon Squared and walked around for a bit, but it was lunchtime and every place we saw was crowded.
すごいね。どこも人だらけ。
まったくだ。わざわざ外で飯なんか食わずに家で済ませればいいもの。
You're kind of... Never mind.
でもそれって私たちにも当てはまるよね。
Yeah, she said, okay. Now then, what to do?
ラボで食べよっか。
言っとくが、俺は料理なんてできないぞ。
私も。
Yeah. Then that was out of the question.
簡単なものでいいよ。あ、私あれ食べてみたかったんだ。ほら、お湯かけて食べるヌードル的なの。
Ramen!
カップ麺か？あんなものでいいのか？
Okay, instant noodles, but close enough.
未来だとね、工場がいっぱいなくなっちゃって、なかなか手に入らなくなっちゃったんだ。
Ah.
ダルおじさんがいつも食べたいって言ってて、ずっと気になってたの。
If she was okay with that, so was I. And I had just the thing. We bought a lot of instant noodles at the local convenience store. If there were any left, Dara would probably eat them. Probably.
すっごいね。カップ麺ってあんなにいっぱい種類あるんだ。
今は未来と違って飽食の時代だからな。コンビニなんかでは毎週のように新商品が出る。
そうなんだね。ね、この中のどれを食べてもいいの？
Kagari looked inside the plastic bag I was holding.
もちろん。好きなのを選んでくれ。
それじゃあどれにしよっかな。
She looked just like a child, the way she put her finger to her lips as her eyes shone.
私これにする。塩味の。
なんなら2つでも3つでも食べてもいいぞ。
本当？でも食べ過ぎちゃうと太っちゃうしな。
She had so many different expressions that I never got tired of watching them.
そういえばさっき他にも何か買ってたみたいだったけど。
ああ、これだよ。
What'd you get? Oh! I took something plastic out of the bag.
これって
フォークだよ。箸じゃ食べづらいんじゃないかと思って自分専用のものにしてラボに置いておけばいい。
いいの？もらっちゃって。
Sure!
別に大したものじゃない。
I think one time I did try to eat ramen with chopsticks. I failed so miserably. I'm still practicing. Kurisu had always wanted her own fork. Although, to be honest, I think I'm just gonna stick using a fork. I knew this didn't make up for anything. I just wanted to do it.
やった、ありがとう。実はね、私お箸使うの苦手なんだ。ママからもいつも注意されてて。あ、これ先っぽにウサギさんがついてる。かわいい。へへへ。私専用のフォーク。私のもの、これで2つ目だ。
The other must have been the keychain that Mayuri gave her.
でもなんでかな、私これずっと欲しかったような気がする。もしかしてこれもクリスさんの記憶なのかな。
さあどうだろうな。
ねえオカリンさん、オカリンさんはクリスさんのこと好きだったんでしょ？
Yeah. You okay? I almost choked at the unexpected change in the direction of the conversation. Yeah.
大丈夫？
いきなりなんでそうなる？
だって大切な人っていうのはそういうことでしょ？で、どうなの？好きだったの？
She seemed genuinely interested. I guess she was the right age for that.
まああいつとの出会いが俺の人生を大きく変えたのは確かだな。
ああ、ごまかした。ずるい。でも人生を変えるほどの大切な人か。なんか憧れるかも。
She changed everything, past and future.
ねえ、オカリンさんから見てマキセ・クリスさんってどんな人だったの？
気になるか？
自分の頭の中にある記憶の持ち主のこともっと知りたいよ。
俺が教えなくてもそれこそ記憶として頭の中にあるんじゃないのか？
それが自分で思い出そうとしても思い出せないんだよね。時々断片的に出てくるだけで。それも大抵難しいことばかり。だからもっと人間的な部分っていうの、そういう人となりとか教えてほしいなって。
Kagari had never actually met Kurisu, has she? If she was sharing the memories of someone she'd never met, it would make sense if she wanted to know more about her.
あいつはマキセ・クリスはとにかく好奇心の強いやつだったよ。
ふむふむ。
その上頑固で自分が正しいと思ったことは誰に何を言われても決して曲げることはなかった。
そうなんだ。
不遜で強がりで、そのくせ寂しがり屋で。
The memories of all the conversations I'd had with Kurisu and everything I'd gone through with her came flooding back into my mind. I'd talked to her here just like this once before, come to think of it. Not in this world line, though.
それに怒ると怖かった。
怖い？どんな風に？
回答して海馬に電極ぶっ刺す。 なんて物騒なこと言われたりしたよ。
And then for some reason she ran a few steps forward and spun around. And then?
そんなこと言ってると解凍して海馬に電極ぶっ刺すわよ。
Oh.
今すぐ解凍して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやろうかしら。
Kurisu.
なんてこんな感じ？オカリンさん？
いや。
The memories of Kurisu inside Kagari. If they could be perfectly replicated inside Kagari's head, would Shina Kagari become Makise Kurisu? It was a stupid idea. Personality and memories were different things. But even so, if her memories turned into Kurisu's completely, if that happened...
オカリンさん。
Kagari wandered back up to me and put her weight against me. It was so sudden I caught my breath. I could feel her warmth on my chest. The feeling of her skin. It reminded me of Kurisu. Uh-oh. The sound of her pained moan brought me back to reality.
どうした？かがり。
頭が。
Okay, we should probably get you back to the lab.
頭が痛いのか？
Kagari's body twitched in my arms.
やだ。もうあんなとこ帰りたくない。助けて。誰かここから出して。
どうしたんだ？かがり。
助けてママ。どうして助けてくれないの？ママ。
Okay, the wrong people around here might get a bad idea.
落ち着くんだ、かがり。
I grabbed her hands to keep her from struggling anymore. The people on the street were staring at me, but I didn't have time to think about it.
大丈夫。大丈夫だから。
Should I go call Mayuri? I think that sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should...
とにかくラボに戻ろう。
Oh dear. She'd finally calmed down, but seemed to still be in pain. I let her lean on my shoulder as I took her back to the lab. Oh dear. Once we got back, she went to sleep and didn't wake up. Her headache seemed to have calmed down, but sometimes she would still moan. I'd contacted Mayuri and the others, and they were probably going to arrive soon, but the words she'd said before, they're just like what Amadeus said. Save me, someone get me out of here. Wait, no, that was... No, that must be Kagari's memories. What was that? Were those fragments of her lost memories? If that was the case, then she really was... Just as I went to look at the clock, the door opened and Mayuri and Lukako came running in.
大丈夫なんですか？
ああ、今はよく眠っている。
よかった。
She must have heard us talking because Kagari's eyes slowly opened.
かがりさん。あれ？ここ。
She looked around, afraid.
落ち着いて。ここはラボですよ。 ポ日本
そうだよ。日本の秋葉原だよ。
日本私日本にあ、そっか私交換留学で
exchange program?
そういえば公演の準備は
Uh-oh.
留学？
Wait a minute. Is that Makise's memory?
様子が変です。
ねえ、おかり。
Exchange program. Lecture. Those were Karisu's memories.
あれ論文はパパに見てもらおうと思って頑張って書いたんだけど。
Uh-oh.
落ち着けカガリ。それは君の記憶じゃない。
Kagari looked up at me in a daze.
オカリンさん。
そう。お前は椎名カガリだ。マキセクリスじゃない。
カガリ私は椎名カガリ。
ルカ子、悪いがカガリのことを頼む。
はい。
Kagari was confused for a while after that, but she gradually started to calm down again. Once it seemed safe to do so, I'd taken her back to Yanabayashi Shrine. But maybe we weren't going to be able to look after Kagari ourselves after all. Maybe we should take her to a hospital? Was it my ego that was stopping me from doing so? I kept thinking about that as I walked along.
今日はマユシーも一緒に泊まることにするね。
That's probably for the best.
ああ、そうしてもらえると助かる。
Obviously, I think her presence would probably help Kagari a lot. It would make Kagari feel a lot better.
なるべく普段と同じように接してやってくれ。
わかった。
Is it a possibility that Makise's memories are actually trying to take over Kagari? I told her to contact me right away if anything came up, then headed back to the lab.
カガリ、ひどいの？
That was the first thing Suzuha said to me when I walked through the door. She and Maho were sitting on the sofa. I told them about the situation already via Rhine. But they were still worried anyway. Probably.
今は落ち着いてるが、一時はかなり混乱していた。
やっぱりクリスの記憶？
ああ。ここまで来ると、もう間違いないだろう。
I still didn't know why, but inside Kagari's mind were Makise Kurisu's memories. The question was how to deal with this problem. There were limits to what we could do on our own. The most we could hope to do was figure out how this had happened. That wouldn't be a real solution. To really fix this, we needed to get her back to normal, to erase Kurisu's memories and restore the original Kagari. And for that, we needed the help of a specialist. Hyajo Maho was a specialist in that sense. There was nobody else who knew as much about memories and the workings of the brain. But there was a problem. We still hadn't told her that Kagari was from the future. In this world line, Maho didn't know Suzuha and the others that well. Of course, she didn't know about the future or the time machine. Was it okay to tell her?
ねえ、あなたたちはカガリさんとはどうやって知り合ったの？漆原さんのところに来る前は彼女はどこで何をしていたのかしら？カガリは千葉の県境で倒れていたところを助けられたんだ。
Oh, right.
意識を取り戻した時点でそれ以前の記憶はなかった。
That was the same as the last world line.
でも子供の頃の記憶はあるんでしょ？鈴葉さんは彼女と知り合いだったのよね。子供の頃の彼女は
どこで何をしていたの？
Hello! Suzuha looked at me silently. And I'm going to do a quick save here. Hello?
Is Kagari okay?
Yeah, she's fine, don't worry. I'll do something. We're all doing our best. Wait a minute, aren't you with Kagari, though? Or is she asking, considering Suzuha and... Okay. She's fine, don't worry.
But I'm so worried.
You getting worried will just make things worse. Show her a smile.
Yeah.
This is harder for Kagari than any of us. We need to cheer her up.
You're right. Thanks, Okarin.
No problem, Mayuri. She felt responsible for what Kagari was going through right now. Probably. I could see on her face that she wanted to bring back the old Kagari, somehow.
おじさん、どうする？ヒヤジョーさんに話しても。
Maho was a scientist. If we told her the truth, she'd be sure to take an interest in time travel. She might start working on a time machine. This was a big risk, but...
カガリを救う方法を突き止めるためにはやむを得ないか。
What are you two whispering about?
I thought for a moment then nodded. My priority right now was helping Kagari. Suzuha nodded back and then turned to face Maho.
今から話すことを知っているのはごく一部の人間しかいない。だからヒヤジョーさんも決して他の誰かに漏らしたりはしないで。なんなの急に。
Maho seemed overwhelmed by the sudden chill emanating from Suzuha. But Suzuha kept talking.
冗談に聞こえるかもしれないけど、冗談なんかじゃないんだ。
Wouldn't it make sense to kind of show her the time machine so this makes it a little bit more believable?
約束できるか否か、答えは2つに1つだ。
Maho looked at me hesitant. But she must have seen something in my face.
わかったわ。誰にも言わない。約束する。
She nodded.
それじゃあ、まずはさっきの質問の答え。子供の頃、私とかがりがどこで何をしていたか。私たちは第三次世界大戦が終わった後の未だ各地で内戦が続く戦時下に暮らしていた。2036年のね。
Okay, what's her reaction? Oh. Maho's mouth hung open for a second, but soon her cheeks flushed with anger.
からかわないで。人が真剣に聞いてるのに。
You know, Suzuha, you have... No, that would... No, let's not go there. I was gonna suggest, technically, she's got scars from, you know, her time in the future and all the shit she went through. No, let's just stick with the whole thing about, you know, let's just show her the actual time machine. Suzuha remained silent. Her eyes were ice cold and staring straight into Maho's.
ヒヤジョーさん、鈴葉が最初に忠告したはずだ。これは作り話でも冗談でもない。鈴葉とかがりは25年後の未来からやってきた存在なんだ。タイムマシンでな。
タイムマシン？そんなものが作れるわけが。
その理論の大元を作ったのがマキセ・クリスだと言ってもか。
The second I said Kurisu's name, the anger vanished from her face.
そんなの。わかった。聞くだけは聞くわ。
Oh, that was easy. Suzuha and I told her almost everything. How I met Kurisu, about the D-mails, what happened in the Alpha World line, the developments of the time machine, Mayuri's death, attractor field theory, what happened in 2036, what was going on with Kagari. The one thing I didn't tell her was the truth about Kurisu's death. Oh, she would hate you!
とりあえず話を整理させて。つまり鈴葉さんとかがりさんは岡部さんに未来を変えてもらうために2036年からやってきたと、そういうのね。そうだよ。
Maho sank into the sofa and sighed.
岡部さんにそんな大層なことができるとは思えないわ。たった一人の人間に全人類の命運がかかっているなんて。
俺だって無理だと思っている。
I'd given up, actually. On the entire future.
到底信じられない話ではある。あるけど。でも、あなたの言ったその理論なら、確かにタイムリープは可能かもしれない。それに何より、その理論の元を作ったのはクリスなんでしょう。だったら、検証に値するわ。だってあの子は天才だもの。
Her words together seemed like a mixture of admiration, jealousy, and envy.
信じるんだな。
その代わり今度見せてほしいわね。そのタイムマシンを。
Okay, I figured.
乗ってきたって言うならあるんでしょ、どこかに。ある。すぐ近くにね。検証作業は必要だけど、とりあえずあなたたちの話を信じることにする。だからあなたたちも私に信じさせるよう協力して。わかった。
Okay. There was no hesitation in her
あ
voice.
りがとう。
If Suzuha said it was okay, then it wasn't my place to speak. If Maho was going to help, that was all that mattered.
話をかがりの件に戻そう。さっきも言ったように、はぐれたのは彼女が10歳の頃。そしてそれ以降、先月になって見つかるまでの足取りは全くつかめていない。俺はその間、彼女が海外にいたんじゃないかと考えている。
For how long, I had no way of knowing. It may have been the whole time, or perhaps only a week.
オカリンおじさんの仮説だとビクトル・コンドリア大学にいたことになるね。
ああ。そして何らかの形でアマデウスと接触した。
The look on Maho's face was one between acceptance and resignation. She sighed loudly. A copy of Kurisu's memory data had been saved for use by Amadeus. This data was the only possible source for the memories within Kagari's head. Her words today had only strengthened my theory. Exchange program, lecture. These fragments of memories were all from before she'd come to Japan. The memory data had last been saved just before she'd left America. That was another match.
この前レスキネン教授に確認してみたんだけど、クリスの記憶データは凍結されたまま誰もアクセスできないはずだと言っていたわ。ただそれが事実かどうかを確かめる権限は今の私にはない。それにプロジェクトが凍結される前に何者かがデータを持ち出したことだって考えられるし。
持ち出すことのできる人間はアマデウスの研究に携わっていた人間に限定されるんじゃないか。
そうとは限らない。外部からサーバーに侵入すれば誰にだってできることよ。
Anyone was an exaggeration. Your average person wouldn't have a clue. You'd have to be a super hacker.
問題は目的ね。岡部さんの仮説が正しいとしてなぜそんなことをする必要があったのか。
Possibly to create another Makise Kurisu to try to make a time machine? The most obvious possibility was that someone wanted access to Makise Kurisu's mind. But Amadeus should suffice for that. There was no need to move her memories into another person's brain. And why would they want her mind that badly anyway? She was a genius, sure, but she'd only published a single paper. There was no reason to think it would be that important to anyone. Unless...
もしクリスの記憶の中にタイムマシン理論の基礎があることを何者かが知ったとしたら
someone out there would want it.
でもクリスがその理論に行き着いたのはあなたの言う別の世界線なんでしょ？
中鉢論文を知ってるか？
中鉢？それってロシアに亡命した？
そうだ。
例の論文には私も軽く目を通したけど、とても論文と言えるものではなかったわ。
あれは劣化コピーだと俺は考えている。オリジナルが別に存在するんだ。
一体何の話？
ドクター中鉢の本名は牧瀬正一。クリスの実の父だ。
Plot twist! I thought back to what I saw that day.
私も考えてみたの。タイムマシンは作れるのかどうか。読んで、パパの意見を聞かせてほしい。
悪くない内容だ。
本当？この論文はパパと共同署名でもいいと私は思って。
学会には出すな。これは私が預かっておく。
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
そういえばクリスが日本に行く前に言ってたの、父親に会うって。新しい理論の発表会をするらしくて、その招待状が来たって。
That day, Nakabachi had stolen Kurisu's paper. And after he'd gone to Russia, he'd published his own paper. I hadn't seen it myself. Whenever I thought about it, I always thought about what I'd seen that day and what happened right after. So I'd been avoiding it. But I'd heard the professors at school talking about it. It was so terrible that it had become something of a running gag. But if it was just a bad copy of an original, if what had been published was just Nakabachi's own reinterpretation of Kurisu's theory, and her original still existed somewhere else. That's right. Kurisu had written the original theory. It had to be better than that. She'd actually succeeded in making the time leap machine.
それじゃあ、その論文の存在を知った誰かがクリスの記憶からタイムマシンに関する理論を取り出そうとしてるってこと？第三次世界大戦が起きたきっかけは EU とロシアによるタイムマシン競争の過熱なんだ。そこにアメリカまで横槍を入れて収拾がつかなくなった。まさに時代は歴史通りに動き出している。
Those people had attacked the lab in the last world line. Tennoji had said they weren't Japanese, but they were military. Some military wanted Kurisu's time machine theory. That would explain why they chose to download her memories into Kagari's mind. Okay.
I'm worried about Kagari.
Believe in us. We'll do what we can. Don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll do what we can.
It bothers me that I can't do anything.
It's not much different for me.
Don't say that. You're much stronger than me.
I'm not that great. You always think I'm a lot better than I really am. But thank you. I'll do the best I can to live up to the person you think I am.
Thank you. You really are strong.
Ah!
That's so cute.
Amadeus would never talk about something that it didn't want to talk about. But what about a human? There were truth serums and torture methods. A human could be forced to talk, maybe. Yeah. Maybe they'd done that to Kagari. Of course, this was just a guess. But if it was a military that had tried to kidnap Kagari, it was quite possible.
記憶のデータを脳に移植するか。
可能なんだろう、今の技術でも。クリスはそれを成し遂げた。それはクリスが研究していたことの応用だと言っていた。
ええ、そうね。可能よ。 それにもともとアマデウスはそのために作られたものなんだし。
Medical applications, wasn't it? Alexis had talked about it at the seminar, and Maho had interpreted. In this world line, Amadeus had been shut down, and the seminar had never happened, though. Maho gave me the same explanation I'd heard before. I was right, and memory data transplants were theoretically possible.
クリスの考え出したタイムリープマシンだってその応用だわ。
もっともそのどちらも自分の頭の中に自分の記憶を移植するという目的で作られたものだがな。
And Kurisu had said that even that was dangerous.
じゃあ他人の脳に別人の記憶を移植するとどうなる？単純に OS の違う PC のハードディスクに別のデータをコピーというわけにはいかないと思う。
Operating software? Is that what that OS stands for? Operating system. The basic software of a... Yeah, that's right, that's right.
そもそも人間の脳のキャパシティがどれくらいあるのかすら分かっていないの。
Good point.
容量的なことだけを言えば20歳の女性2人分の記憶くらいは余裕で保存できるというデータはあるけど。
Darwood once told me that the brain storage capacity was 3.24 terabytes. Damn.
だけど問題はそれ以外の部分。岡部さんの言う通り自分自身の頭に記憶をダウンロードすることすらまだ実用段階には至っていない。それなのに他人の記憶をとなるといつ齟齬を起こしてもおかしくないわ。そして実際に今そのエラーは起きつつある。
Yeah.
このまま放っておくとカガリはどうなる？ひょっとしてマキセ・クリスになってしまうのか？記憶と人格は別物よ。脳の中で記憶を扱うのは海馬と大脳皮質。一方で人格は前頭前野の働きによって形成されている。それらの働きはお互い密接につながっている部分も大きいわ。
Different parts of the brain had different functions, but they weren't completely independent. Memories probably played a large role in forming your personality.
2つの記憶が混在することで脳に対する負担もかなり大きくなってるはず。このまま放っておいた場合、最悪カガリさんの人格は崩壊よ。
That's not good. Suza slammed her fists into her knees in frustration.
それを防ぐ手立てはあると思うか？
カガリさんの頭の中からクリスの記憶を取り除くしかないでしょうね。
できそうか？
脳のデータが解析できれば、あるいはでもできるようになるとしても何年先か。
Suza's fists were clenched so tightly I could almost hear the sound. I could tell she was blaming herself for letting Kagari run away.
一つ手があるとするなら、もう一度過去のカガリさんの記憶を上書きすることかしら。
もう一度記憶を？
そもそもカガリさんの記憶を操作した人間はカガリさんの記憶を残すつもりはなかったと思うの。
She might have been right. Putting two sets of memories in one mind was just asking for problems. Which means that the experiments they'd done on her had resulted in a different outcome than they'd intended. In a sense, they had failed.
だったらもう一度カガリさんの記憶をきちんとした装置で脳に上書きしてあげれば、あるいは元通りにできるかもしれない。
Okay.
しかしそのためにはカガリの記憶データがないと。
バックアップが取ってあることを期待するしかないわね。装置はどうする？簡単に見つかればいいけど。ないなら作ればいいわ。
Oh!
そんな簡単に。
でもクリスは作れたんでしょ？
Oh, right. It had to work similarly to the time leap machine.
だったら私にも作れる。 作ってみせる。
Huh. I might be able to help with that.
問題は記憶データがどこにあるかね。こればっかりは何とかして突き止めるしか方法がないわ。
Is there a possible way we can use your expertise and Dar's hacking ability, or, talents to do that? But there simply wasn't enough information. All we knew is that it was a non-Japanese Western military. And that information wasn't solid either. If anyone held the key, it was the woman in the motorcycle suit. I thought of a name and quickly brushed it from my mind.
何かいい方法でも思いついた？
いや、なんでもない。
It wasn't Amane Yuki. It couldn't be. We talked late into the night trying to come up with a way to find out who had done the experiment on Kagari. But even though we spent a lot of time on it, none of us had any good ideas. Happy Maho!
信じられない。でも本当なのよね。
On the train back, Hyajo Maho was having trouble controlling her excitement. Two girls had said they came from the future, and Okabe ran Taro a story about the time leap machine. Normally, she'd never believe them, but if Makise Kurisu's mind had made these things possible, she could accept them. Kurisu was a genius. She just might be capable of it. To Maho, Kurisu seemed capable of anything. Most of all, she'd seen it for herself. On the way back from the lab, Suza had taken her to the top of Radicon, and showed her a real time machine. It was night, and she didn't have a lot of time to look at it closely, but she could tell at a glance that it wasn't made with modern technology. Honestly, she wanted to start work on making another one tomorrow. No, right now even. But she had something to do first. The time leap machine that Kurisu had made, she needed to make an improved version. That meant she was going to be practically living at Okabe's lab for a while. Oh, cool! So she decided to get what she needed from the office in Waco City. From outside the building, she could see that the lights were still on despite the late hour. Oh dear.
Maho!
As soon as she got inside, Dr. Alexis rushed over, his face pale.
何これ？
Oh shit, I just realized there's like papers everywhere. What the hell happened? The room had clearly been ransacked. Of course, the place barely had anything in it to begin with, so with a quick glance it was hard to see what had changed. But Maho and Dr. Alexis' desks had clearly been searched. The drawers had been locked, but the locks had been broken and their contents spilled out. Dr. Reyes hadn't brought much of anything, fortunately, and so she'd escaped with very little damage, but her drawers had been dumped out too.
これは何があったんですか？
何者かが侵入したらしいんだ。
泥棒ってことですか？
私が来た時にはこの状態だったの。もしかしたら企業スパイの類かもしれないわね。
こんな何もないところで。
Wouldn't it make more sense to hit the Riken Institute next door? Only a few people even knew this office existed to begin with. Suddenly Okabe's words began to take on a new meaning for her. Could this have something to do with what he'd said? Was a secret war over the time machine already beginning?
とにかくマホ、君も何か盗まれていないか調べたまえ。
はい。
どうだい？何か取られていたものはあったかい？
いえ、私の方は何も。
She checked the desk and the drawers and couldn't find a single thing missing.
教授たちは？
こちらも何も盗まれてはいないようだわ。
PC の中も確かめてみたが、第三者にアクセスされた形跡は見られない。本当に何も取られてないかい？
はい。
そういえばマホ、君のノー PC はどうした？もしかして盗まれたんじゃないか？
ああ、あれならホテルに置いてあるから大丈夫です。
そうか、ならいいんだが。
どうする？警察に連絡する？
Probably.
何も取られていないなら、 ことを荒立てる必要はないのかもしれないな。
そうね。少し様子を見ましょうか。
Why not beef up security? Mao wasn't sure that was a good idea, but she could understand that going to the police would be a big hassle, especially since they weren't Japanese to begin with. And more than anything, Dr. Alexis probably didn't want to lose time that could be spent on research. The same was true of Maho, too.
教授、実はお願いがあるんです。
Dr. Alexis agreed to give her a vacation much more readily than she expected. Maybe coming to the office over New Year's had paid off. Now she'd be able to focus on the time leap machine. When she got back to her hotel room, she quickly got her things ready. She wasn't checking out of the hotel, but she needed clothes and other things so she could stay at the lab for a while.
よし。あとは。
Slumber party! Once she finished packing her bag, she grabbed another bag that was placed next to it. It was a laptop and portable hard drive that she'd gotten from Karisu's mother after her death. She tried many times to crack the password, but she never managed to succeed. She knew that she wouldn't have time to do anything with it, but she still didn't want to leave it here.
そうだわ。確か彼。
After she made one last check of her things and got ready to leave the room, an idea came to her. Not a bad idea if I do say so myself. Maybe this is what Karisu wanted? She quickly shook her head and chased the idea from her mind. Karisu would get mad at her. Life and death were like a binary, 0 and 1. You could be one or the other. There was no will that existed after death. If it existed at all, it existed inside the brain. All right. Okay, this seems like a pretty good place for me to stop for right now. Oh shit! We're running out of spaces to save! No! We're fine. Yeah. Okay. Good. We've enlisted Maho's help and somebody ransacked the office. Seems like we got multiple parties to worry about. We got the Alexis party we gotta worry about. We got the Russians we gotta worry about. And we got the Americans we gotta worry about. God! Ah! Well, at least we got the Rounders on our side, so we're good there. Still. That makes me happy that we got Moeka on our side. Damn. That would... So, what we got here is Kagari is slowly... It seems like Kagari is turning into Makise, especially if we don't, get her the treatment that she needs. Which, realistically, that might not be good for Okabe's health. I mean, Kagari's Kagari. Kagari can't be Makise. It's funny. Stories like this just kind of make me wish I didn't have a day job and I could just kind of do this the entire day. But then I realized, I got bills to pay. I should probably worry about that more. Damn it. This story is so damn good! But good. Not only do we have Maho sleeping over, but it looks like we've enlisted her help, which is great. And I'm not entirely sure if Alexis and Reyes are, catching on to it. Not entirely sure of that yet. I mean, hell, for all I know, they could have been the ones that totally destroyed everything, but I'm pretty sure that there would be some sort of evidence that they had, broken the locks themselves, which, I guess some people could probably say, wait a minute, they could just unlock it. Well, that would actually make them more suspicious. So they would, I'm going to give myself a headache, so I think that's probably the best place for me to end it right there. So, see you guys next time! Hello there everybody, Sabato92 here, and if you like this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And hey, if you guys like my content, then maybe you'd like to check out another channel who I think deserves equal attention. So click that nightmare emblem and check out that channel, or go to the links in the description down below. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.